Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first game of this SLE split. We have the playoffs going. I am joined at the analyst desk by my boyfriend, Vion. How are you doing?
Hello everyone. Really hyped and couldn't wait the start of this league. So let's have the game now, I think. This is gonna be interesting for sure.
Yes, most definitely. So first game we have here, we will be having Reef up against Dream Team. Vion, I want to ask, who have you got your eyes on this game and why?
Even if we look just power rankings, this game is gonna be hard, I think, for the Dream Team. But I think it can be interesting. It has potential of upset. I think we should look a lot of top lane here, both carry champs. So I think it's gonna be really fun. But the other side of the map, I'm not sure. We will see. But we know that Vitagen players, LMR and ex-Vitagen, now Reef, LMR and Dutch like to work a lot. And they maybe could bring some action.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just looking at the two teams, if people watching don't know much about them, Reef Esports, they are a full diamond roster. As Vion mentioned, you have two returning Vitagen players and one returning player from Lotus from last split, which is Flight Today. So that's going to be interesting to see. I think more importantly is I want to touch on the two new players coming in from Reef because we don't know much about them. Is Konatsi and Holy Sheep in the solo lane positions for Reef? Do you know much about these players?
I think they're rookies right in this list, so we will have to see what they have to bring us. But I think when you have strong carries like LMR in your team, I expect maybe one of the two to be a more sporty or tank player. So
yeah,
we will see.
Definitely. Yeah, well, I mean, Konatsi is a very, very strong KL player. He's got 155 games on it with a 61% win rate. As we know, SLE is famous for players that are specialists on champions. So, going to be interesting to see if we have another player that forces permanent bans throughout the entire split. In Konatsi, Holy Sheep from his OP.GGIC is spamming
he plays a lot of AD mid.
Yeah, plays a lot of AD mids, and what is interesting is one of LMR's strengths is his versatility in the bot lane. I would say he has got a arsenal of mages that he can pull out at any point, at any time. And we saw that even in his series against Good Chi, playing the Veigar, playing the Wukong, and he can pull these out, which is great if you have an AD mid laner player. So will be interesting to see. I think one thing I want to touch on is Dutch. Now, the reason for that is because this guy was voted as the MVP for the regular season last split. And if you remember, his playoffs performance was not that great, and just taking.
I remember the Zaka game. It's just a meme right now. How can you forget about it?
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, for example, just looking at some of the stats, he ended up with a KDA of, I think, 2.98 in the playoffs, which is, you're kind of looking for 3, above 3 KDA. And then in the regular season, he had a KDA of 3.7. So yeah, definitely. You can just tell just based off that there was a difference in performance from regular season into the playoffs. Now, Vion, what Dutch are we going to be seeing in this split? Are we seeing playoffs Dutch or regular season?
It's just play-ins, so we will see. But I hope he gets back to his a split form, which is a better one. But for today, maybe it's just first game. They will be chilling more, so. We can expect some trolling, maybe. Some not great plays. We will see, though. Maybe they're just gonna giga tryhard and actually have insane game. Who knows?
Yeah, of course. I think one question that we definitely need to touch on is, if you're Dream Team here, you are the underdogs. What would you say are the key steps you need to be doing to take this win?
for sure you need to respect Dash even if he is not playing at his best. Like he will be ganking a lot. Like he's not that he's power farming jungler. You have to be really careful of like where you put your resources in, because like Reef is experienced as a team. Like you can't fall like sleeping mid game, or they will just collapse on you. So they need to be also having at least a good draft, I think. Since you are coming here as the underdog, you need to have some trump cards or something if you really want to win.
Yeah, definitely. I think so too. I think if you're a dream team here, I mean, I hope for their sake they have prepared well. They have prepared something that can throw this Reef roster, off kilter. And I think, you do want to be looking at what other teams in the past have done. We've seen, we have 2 players from Reef here on the Vitagen team. We saw that Vitagen team, lose to underdog teams, lose to teams that they shouldn't have been losing to, and I definitely think Dream Team will be wanting to take a page out of those books. So,
Absolutely.
yeah. So if you had one player from each team, you could say to keep an eye on, who would it be?
Well, for Dream Team, I think it's definitely their top laner. Like he looks like at least his OBG is full of carry champs and strong side. So maybe he can be the carry, but they really need to play around it.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
maybe ban the Kale since she just wants scale and doesn't really fight a lot. Or maybe just go aggressive and dive. Like you can do it, but it's not that easy.
Yeah.
For Reef, it's kind of hard to tell. For just one good player, I wanna really see the mid laner. Like he's coming here with his AD picks and looking actually really strong on PG. So I wanna see the mid laner.
Yeah, and of course, yourself. I think one interesting question I could ask is, from the perspective of runtime, how do you see these 2 teams in terms of how you could compete against them?
Oh, I think we can compete quite well against Dream Team, but Reef Esports is just they look really good. So yeah, I think if we play it over, but it's playable. If not, might end like last split against Vitagen. And what do you expect of Gucci? Like, how is it?
Okay. Well, I mean, in terms of Gucci, we against Dream Team. Honestly, like this could be a spicy answer, right? I feel like we're one of those teams where we are playing best if our opponent is good as well.
Oh, I see.
Like when we're against a strong opponent, we also play strong. When we're against opponents that create chaos, it could throw us a bit off our game. So I'm not trying to say we would do better against Reef than Dream Team, but I'm just saying, having not knowing what Dream Team plays like, does cause a little bit of dark area. We don't really know. I don't really know what they do. I think one of our strengths as a team is we are quite intelligent players. We have a good read on what our opponents want to do. Our opponents want. Wait, why am I just repeating myself anyway? And so the fact that we don't know what Dream Team like to do, and it would just be purely based off skill. Of course, I would expect our players to be better.
On paper at least.
Yeah, on paper at least. But,
you're coming here to defend your championship. You can do.
Yeah. I mean, as much as I want to say we will definitely defend the title,
hydrate now.
Yeah, hydrate. The competition is harder, and I'm really excited for the split. I mean, I think biggest thing actually. Is there any teams that you? I mean, outside of Reef and hopefully Chi, any teams you're excited to play against?
Well, I need to win against Redemption tomorrow. Just for my pride. Like I lost in
I'm gonna be casting that game.
Yeah, split 1 we lost in playoffs against them. But really bad because we won a split and then we lost in the playoffs really bad. And I need to beat Brady and Ortega for sure. Like that's the game that I actually need to win. And I'm gonna play in jungle. Like, can it be more spicy than that? Yeah, for the rest, I really wanna play Cautious Cat team because I mean, this is the other time team here, so we need to prove that we are the better one.
Ooh. Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Oh.
But I think we are just about ready to head into draft, correct?
Yes.
Yes. In which, well, today the viewers are blessed with the voices of Brady and Arvid.
Arvid.
So, yes, we will soon be able to throw it over to them to start the cast for the draft. Who's your favorite caster out of the two?
My favorite one?
Yeah.
If we don't count Brailman, of course.
No, I mean, this is between Brady and Arvid. Who would you rather cast a game with?
I cast already with Brady other games.
Mhm.
So I'd like to try to cast with Arvid once, maybe. And he is the play one, so I can be the
so you're definitely saying this to get in Brady's head for tomorrow's
yeah, for
game.
tomorrow,
right?
like, okay, yeah, I'm getting ready mentally.
I'd rather cast with Arvid than you, Brady. Are you gonna take that?
Yeah, I need the mental edge.
Yeah. Cool. Really exciting games. Is there any players that you think is like a cut above the rest in this league?
In the SLE?
Yeah.
Well, of course, Savani.
Oh my god, stop it.
And Jorge.
And who?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh. Wait, what? You're joking? What do you mean?
No, I see. I think my mid laner is really cracked, but
yeah,
he was the best player in the first split in the mid lane, in the rankings at least.
Oh,
so we'll see. Like, he played the Spore Prison last split. We played the 3 mids, so that's not the best. But we have to show something, I guess. This split, we have to prove ourselves for once that we have a roster. And what team do you really want to face? That Forgochi, who is like here, like someone that you only had losses against Evo and one map against us, I think.
Yeah, in playoffs it was against. We lost one to Vitagen as well. Well, I think that coming into this split we have a different setup than last split.
They changed some players, right?
Yeah, so we have made the big signing of Captain for top lane, and then we shifted our jungler to support and added Rengo into the jungle. It's a different setup. Of course, we still have the core of me and Savage. I think so far from what I've seen, our peak is a lot stronger than our last team's peak, as in. Some of the games that we have won, and we have scrimmed against some of the top teams coming from the SLE already. And the games that we've won against them have been very one-sided, very dominant, very at no point within these games was I concerned about us losing. I will add, of course, in these games that I was given Azir a lot, and the enemy mid laner also tried to pick Azir.
That's interesting,
So yeah. So there was that, of course. Have to take that into account. But point is I think we definitely have some background things to work on, some base fundamentals to improve. But if we play at our best, I don't think people can beat us. I think even we scrimmed against Reef CWL team, and that was also quite a straightforward win.
That's interesting.
Yeah, not the first division one, the second division one.
Well, I like that this split has new teams. I really like Eternal Blizzard, Black Manta coming here also. They look like strong teams. Actually, you asked me a player to point out, maybe a rookie. The top laner for Black Manta, I think not a lot of people know what he plays, and he can surprise a lot of people. Just saying, because I played against their team in another league, and he is interesting. You will see. Don't want to spoil, of course, what he plays, but we maybe see something in plays. I want to see these Black Mantas.
Yeah, I'm also very curious about Black Manta. They look like a strong team. And actually, I do want to bring up, for those who haven't seen, Mikis, Savage Mikis, Chi's very own great leader and SLE content machine. He's been writing some articles
about every single team.
Every single team. Yeah, I would recommend having a read on that. It's in the Discord channel, but we are ready for a draft, so we will be throwing it over to Brady and Arvid for these games.
Oh. Hello.
Hello.
How you guys doing?
Open.
There we go. We're in.
We're in.
Again, thank you so much to Savonix, to Vion for that amazing introduction, and hopefully we are going to get into the draft in just a moment. If we will be seeing that anytime soon. But
And
yeah, how you feeling, Arvid? Game 1, we're back. SLE split 3. What's happening?
I'm very excited for the games as the original champion of SLE.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited to see this upcoming split. All these new teams seems really exciting. A lot of roster moves are really exciting, especially the Reef Vita Gen little swapperoo that happened. In my opinion, very exciting. So yeah.
True. I mean, again, we're kind of the casting team is a little bit stacked today. We have 2 previous SLE champions, one in yourself being Split 1 and Savonix from Split 2. So hopefully you guys can give us some good insights into these games, and hopefully with a little bit of luck, they'll be extremely competitive, and it should be a good game. I think the new system, it's a best of 1 now. Am I right?
Yeah. And as you mentioned before about me and Sovnik, we will actually be casting tomorrow at 9 p.m. CET, Runtime versus Redemption. I'm going to be doing play-by-play. Sovnik will be doing the color casting, so that will actually be very exciting. I had a good time casting with him last time.
All right, hear me out, all right? And I don't know, I think it's a little bit sus, but I think Vion came on today as an analyst just to try and get in my head, you know? He's constantly in my, we're gonna win. Not a chance, bro. Not a chance.
Okay.
But that's not what we're here for today. Today we are here for Reef for Dream Team. Obviously, Reef Esports coming in with a lot of, you know, more, what's the word I'm looking for? Players that we've seen already, but Dream Team completely fresh cast. We shall see as we do start the pick ban phase here. Wow, look at those animations, dude. Look, it's looking good.
Oh wait, I got to pull up the stream.
I got you. But the animations are on point. So everyone behind the scenes, really nice.
I got an ad.
The Graves ban coming through first for Dream Team. Okay, Dream Team and Reef are swapped again. The Aurelia ban response, so Reef Esports definitely done their homework there. I think their top laner is a bit of an Aurelia player, a bit of a Mordekaiser player, so they might be trying to shoehorn that pick, but not too sure.
And you will also notice that that Reef aren't playing with Flay today as their as their support. It is actually Webby, who is their sub.
As we are going to continue these bans, a couple of meta bans coming out, the Victor Velbeth. What do you think, or what would you like to see picked in this kind of a draft? You know, what do you consider good?
I am the play-by-play. I really should be asking you that.
Okay. Reverse the roles. You asked me. You asked me.
So what champions? Obviously, it is very deep into a new a new season. A lot of new meta picks. But what are you most looking forward to maybe be seeing picked?
We spoke about it, you know, back in the back rooms. Pantheon is a good pick. We're seeing a lot of Kalista getting picked, some Amumu getting picked. I think still a lot of value in picking champions like Seraphine, the new Sivir as well, Twitch as well. There's a lot of strong champions here as we are seeing Dream Team here hover the Volley Bear.
Yeah.
I don't know how much value, but it is going to get insta-picked, even though it was nerfed. Dream Team PvE Addict says, you know what, we got this. And the instant expected response, Karma Trundle, wow.
Yeah, and in true Dutch fashion on the Trundle, a signature champion of his, a signature champion in the SLE, Trundle, Volibear were 2 champions that were really running through the SLE meta along with, I believe it was Nautilus.
Yeah, definitely for sure. Yeah. And we are going to see them hover the Sivir as Dream Team have already locked in the Ziggs, locked in the Pike as well, kind of revealing a little bit of their hand here. They're probably going to want to leave this Ziggs in the bot lane by himself, and, you know, what better champion to AFK wave clear versus Ziggs than a Sivir? The two of them are just like, yeah, no problem, bro. Let's just kill waves. Sivir is completely happy just to AFK shove and see you late game kind of champion as second rotation bans. Mordekaiser really honing in on this top laner as we do see 1, 2, 3, 4 top laners banned out now. 5 top laners. Are we going to get 6?
We might get safe, but also this is the reworked Sivir. This is the newly mini reworked Sivir. Her spell sheet works a little bit differently. Her abilities have different costs, damages, everything about her is changed, and she has gone to see way more popularity than she has ever seen before.
I mean, yeah, Sivir is looking really, really strong at the moment, as we do see that 6th top laner going to be banned out. Going to be the Kale, and Reef Esports opting here to pick the Gnar. I think Konhatsi, top laner, we haven't actually seen him in the SLE as really, really fast response pick here. Gonna pick the Camille and gonna hover the Yone. Definitely a lot of damage coming out from the side of Dream Team here, while I think Reef going for a slightly more balanced composition, but it's looking like they might have a really hard time actually looking for hard engage, despite having all the move speed that Karma and Sivir do provide, as we are going to see that final pick, that R5 Silas going to be locked in. Whew.
And as looking at these drafts, who do you actually think actually has the more favorable draft?
All right, the players aside, teams aside here, looking straight off the draft, I think just based off of meta power picks, I am going to give this one over to Reef. I think Trundle definitely has the advantage in the jungle. I think Sivir has the advantage in the bot lane. I think Pike is really going to struggle in this kind of a game just because of the amount of dashes, spell shields, move speed buffs that Reef do have. I also know Silas is extremely strong. My mid lane matchup knowledge isn't great, but Silas seems extremely prevalent in the meta at the moment. But, you know, maybe more of a skill matchup. And again, same in the top lane. I don't know, man. Who do you think wins at Gnar and Camille? I have no idea.
I mean, it should be Camille.
You think Camille
Almost,
favored?
it should be Camille, like always, unless the Camille like really misplaced. It should always be Camille. Like it might be very easy to say, they win. Gnar wins because range. It's not actually that, but you're so squishy in mini Gnar form, and you have very limited mobility besides for one jump. But if you're actually gonna be able to get jumped on, you just get insta pops. Same thing has happened lots of times with Renekton, things like Irelia. Just the Gnar just doesn't really get to play.
Yeah, I kind of see what you mean, but that being said, I mean, now that you mention that, perhaps it is slightly more Dream Team favored than I have led on to believe, because again, it's extremely easy to leave Ziggs in this bot lane by himself. I really don't expect Arctic to be in the bot lane for a whole lot of time past like level 4. I really do want to see him get around the map with the Volibear, make things happen early game, try and snowball that win, really give Gnar as much of a hard time as possible, because to be quite honest with you, outside of potential all-in around the mid lane and this Silas, there isn't a lot of early game kill pressure coming out of the side of Reef Esports, but there is a lot of team fight and a lot of scaling pressure that they do bring to the table, but it's going to be super interesting to see how these two teams are going to line up. And I'm going to ask you, level 1, I do ask this every single game I do cast. I do try to get this one in. Any level 1 cheeses? Are you a fan of the level 1 fights? No?
I'm not a fan of them. I'm not a fan of them at all.
You don't like cheating your way to win?
I think it mostly. I think it has always the potential just to ruin almost every single game. All the things that you've talked about, all the theories of what the teams could do, because all can just be thrown down in a single cheesy 1v1 fight that can honestly go either way.
Yon gets 4 kills at level 1 and then bang.
Yeah. It's just, and then it should just be over. Like it is.
Yeah.
But then if that team manages to throw it, you don't even feel good about it. Like you had a 4-0 lead and you just kind of throw it away.
I mean,
it's not fun to watch.
That being said, though, again, with the swap of the systems over to the Swedish systems, which means, again, these are, I think, just best of ones, if I'm not
Swedish
mistaken.
system. Swedish
Swedish?
system, best
Swiss?
system.
Swiss system. Swiss?
Yeah, the Swiss
Swiss.
system.
Wrong
Not the
S.
Swedish system.
Swiss. It does, in my opinion, encourage more cheesy plays, you know what I mean? Because, again, all it takes is one lead in one game. Bang. That's your point, bro. You got the win. Don't have to do it again. I mean, you do have to do it again later on in the season, but best of 3, cool, man. You cheesed one game, and then the other 2 games, the enemy team is completely expecting it, and you can't really cheese 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
So I think.
Well, you say that.
You said okay, yeah, true. What if they don't expect it the 3rd time? It's so crazy. It just might work.
Wait, the teams play each other 3 times?
I mean, in a best of 3, they could.
Oh yeah.
But I guess this time around, this season, split 3, we're doing a Swiss system where everyone. Sorry, I see Swiss cheese. The chat. That was funny.
But we will. But I'll have to cut you off because we are right about in the loading screen of the first game of the new SLE split, Reef Esports versus Dream Team. It's gonna be a very exciting game. I am excited to be back.
True. Hopefully this sets the tone. This is the beginning of the SLE Split 3. New graphics, new teams, some returning teams. Let's see how this one goes out, as everyone is now on Summoner's Rift.
We are in. The teams are waiting for the floodgates to be open as we get a pause. That will be resuming in approximately 1 second. Okay, no. The pause.
Nice.
But we can see these beautiful new overlays.
True, they look great, don't they?
How we have grown from such a small scale to now this. Now the teams are getting as we are in a bit of a foreshadow. We are seeing a 5-man top invade. Maybe it's not invade, but on the receiving end, it will be whatever that guy's name is. Cannot see the names as he has to flash away, and that is flash. 1 flash burned for nothing. 2 ward plays down. And I would really like to be able to see these names actually, because I really can't. I think it needs to be zoomed in more.
That is absolutely huge, by the way. Gnar, no flash level 1, especially when you're playing with a team with the Ziggs, where the Pike does want to get up to that top lane. I do expect Volibear to go down, start on his red side, try and get that level 3 gank off, because, again, this Gnar, he is effectively the piece of the puzzle. If he can survive lane, his team is going to be all right. But if he's constantly getting caught out now without flash, it's going to be really, really difficult. And again, you said it, Camille, already a favored lane for her, surprisingly does opt to take flash herself. A lot of Camille's do opt for, I think it's
she is
Ignite.
Just, I mean, you're up against the second best team according to the lovely power rankings that our lovely Mikus puts out from time to time. It is actually, if you look at the power ranking, it is actually the second best team versus the second worst team according to the power rankings. So already it's a bit of a juxtaposition. There is sort of a David versus Goliath here, but
there are favorites. The favorites have been chosen by Mikus. But again, Swiss cheese, mate. That's all you need. That's all you need.
Yep.
1 win, done. You don't need to go best of 3. None of that. As we are going to see some light trading going on in the mid lane. Volibear now going to... I don't think he's going for a 3-camp gank, but he will get spotted on his blue once he turns up there. As everything kind of according to plan, I feel like, at the moment. Karma's being annoying. Bot's doing kind of nothing, as we do expect. Volibear is pathing to top, as he is now going to be spotted. Again, both teams just happy to relax for now. Both junglers kind of the go button at the moment, as Trundle is in the bot side. Ziggs did opt for the TP. He does have flashes. Dutch?
Dutch is actually going to be able to get the first blood under the turret onto Omal's.
True, Ziggs again. No battle sum. He is going to just be able to TP back, but that's a summonerless Ziggs now, as again, just you have vision of blue. You see Addict up on the top side, and Ziggs extremely poked out. It's just a free play.
Yeah, and we now have Dutch taking out his camp, some trading in the mid lane. Yon will be going back with he actually opting for the ignite here against the teleport. Oh wait.
Oh no.
As Volibear now comes in for gank top and flashless Nor still has E up. Bone plane gets caught and he's just gonna jump away. Yeah, that was never going to happen. You have you probably have to just start up with your E there. Now Dutch is looking to answer in the mid lane. Has the pillar and Crybaby dashes in! He still has flash up though. Maybe he will be able to get out. No, probably can't even prog away. Ignite is popped. He doesn't even do any damage. Flashes away. Dutch doesn't have flash and he actually does get away.
Whoa.
Crybaby gets with the skin of his teeth.
Wow, he is...
To get out playing with fire. That looked so doomed. That looked so doomed.
Did Ziggs get caught? Unfortunately, again, he did fall a second time. In the meantime,
Melissa died.
As we are going to see. But again, Dutch doing a great job of just identifying more or less where Addict is going to be, where he's going to apply his pressure. And Dutch just saying, okay, cool, I know you're top, I know you're reset. These are all kind of free ganks here. And yeah, where the Volibear does want that early pressure, it's just Trundle doing absolutely everything that he can to match it. And it really shows for his team as I don't know how much gold they are up, but it is looking like they are 2 kills up, first blood gone down, and yeah, it's looking like the stars have aligned for Reef at the start of the season here.
But you look at the current lanes. The only lane that seems to be winning for the side of Dream Team is in the mid lane with a sizable, almost 10 CS gold lead that is gonna get evened out to about 7-6. But it does seem like for Dream Team you do have to be looking for this zone as Arctic. Okay. You're looking for us? No, it's fine in the mid lane. Me and 9 losers. What is this guy's actual name?
I mean, okay, both junglers are kind of hovering around mid here. We are going to see both of them are spotted.
Oh, Dutch is going to be a 2v1 fight. Addict and Crybaby are going to get caught in the mid lane. Addict still has flash up, has to use the flash and E as Crybaby once again flashing, but now he is dashless. But me and 9 lose missed the E and Dutch gets caught under the turret. And Addict will get out with a kill onto Dutch. That was very silly.
Yeah, Dutch just barely overreaching into tower range. Volibear with the point and click CC. He cannot miss it. And yeah, 2 tower shots there. That's going to hurt, man. Yeah. You can't be tanking 2 tower shots at level 4. But super well played overall. A great turnaround there.
I think hits a hook onto Webby. Webby has used the Q to be able to distance play and actually does. But I just looked up and me and 9 losers in-game name is actually Holy Sheep. And not actually me and 9 losers as did actually get spotted on the board as Holy Sheep. Still has flash up, doesn't have any mana, so probably only has 1 E left. Will he be actually able to get out? Has the Yon ultimate as Crybaby's Yon ultimate actually misses. And now me and 9 losers, Holy Sheep is actually under the bush, but he will just be able to back safely as Arctic. Looking for another hook. Elimar tries to predict with the spell shield, but neither of the abilities actually worked, as now Dutch is actually looking to solo the first Drake of the game, which is an Ocean Drake, and the Drakes did get buffed this patch, right? More health, more damage, as Webby flashes in with the bind again. Malesse actually bombs himself right into Elimar's arms, and Elimar picks up a kill. 2-0 and 1 on this Ziggs, and Dutch, yeah, you can see that tankiness doesn't really net you to be very healthy. But he will actually be getting out with the help of Webby, and as a little bonus he will be able to get the crab as well. But again, some fumbles in the bot lane for
some fumbles. Ziggs kinda not super comfortable looking on the champion at the moment, but again, Ziggs will just become a wave clear god later on. But again, super well played by Dutch. He has successfully predicted Addict's location once again, knows that he's topside, knows that this dragon is free. Yes, Addict on the backside of that is going to look for that pink ward in topside jungle that is still there. But again, all the pressure here coming from RE Dutch as he is around the bot side of the map.
Yeah, Dutch is looking for a play here. Will get spotted on the ward. Omalese and Arctic has to be careful. Omalese doesn't be able to hit the bomb, has to use the flash. But the chomp and auto attack from Webby will finish off the kill, as now there is a large kill differential. Obviously, I don't really know exact numbers of what the kill score is, but Crybaby and Holy Sheep are right now fighting in the mid lane, and yeah, That's sort of the standard Yon gameplay, eating in, using up all your abilities, and then dashing back.
Super interesting trade there on the bot side, trying to pick up this Ziggs once again. Super unfortunate by him. The satchel charge did unfortunately timed out, tries to flash away, but unfortunately Webby is going to be able to pick up the kill onto Omalese. Work in progress.
I'm gonna call him. I'm just gonna call him 6 as actually Arctic looking for a hook onto Holy Ship. Holy Ship hits the E. Dutch flashes forward with the chomp. Won't be able to finish off Arctic. Crybaby has the third Q up.
Ooh.
Could be looking to dash over, but no. Will
Beautiful.
not as now. Four members of Reef are joining up in this top side, looking to secure this Herald. They really want this Herald.
Playing for Drake, playing for Herald. Again, just everyone is in the right place at the right time. Sivir gets that wave crash. This Ziggs is just not going to be able to walk up, and it is going to look like it is going to go over completely uncontested. And again, this is...
Oh, Arctic was looking for the hook onto boy, but that probably wasn't going to be able to do anything, but... Respecting the effort as Wade, we might be able to get a fighter. Arctic still fishing for these hooks that will amount to nothing, but will respect it. If you're a Pike, you're not gonna throw out hooks. Why are you even playing Pike? As Omalese and Konhatsi is right now. Man, these names are really not doing me any favors today. As they are just currently just side laning, as Omalese actually bombs Konhatsi into the turret, but won't be affected by it that much.
But
now Dutch is looking for a play. Holy Ship does have it's called Stormbringer, the ultimate from Volibear, as he will just now use it. This Camille still has flash up, did just use it, still has the E, and actually barely gets away, as Holy Ship will pick up the kill in the end. And this is now just turning into disasters. Everyone is dying on this map for Dream Team.
True, and even though that play is happening on the top side, look at what's happening on the bot side of the map. There's 3-man on the bot side. Yes, Yon is going to be able to get mid plates. No, not even with the TP coming in, but this bot lane is just getting perma-zoned from tower. Now, LMR is just going to be able to pick up a ton of XP, a ton of plates on the bot side. Ziggs getting absolutely starved out of this game, and now that he is the position that he is in, we are going to see that
TP.
TP
in from Camille. Camille will have the ultimate still prepped, and he actually goes in with the tactical sweep, but decides to just back off. Maybe just looking to scare him off, but they were already running away. And look at this river vision, like 3 wards, 2 control wards, one of them is a regular ward as Crybaby. Looking for a bit of a play onto Holy Ship. This is probably the only time you're gonna be able to do this, as Arctic goes in, hits the misses the ultimate, and Holy Ship just stays alive. That is heartbreak for Arctic, and he is looking to go back, as Dutch has found Omalese in the river, and Omalese will actually get out, drops the E, drops the W to try to get himself away. Arctic is here to defend him, but I fear that if he tries to go in, he will be the one on the chopping block, but both of them will be getting out, as Addict has just joined them.
What an unfortunate play in the mid lane. Arctic did end up hitting the hook, but unfortunately, Pike writing his list, his kill list, unfortunately misspelt Silas. He spelt it with an I instead of a Y, and that one is gonna go wide, unfortunately. Holy Sheep counting his lucky stars there again, and it's just, the luck just isn't there for Dream Team at the moment, as we are going to see Reef drop the Rift Herald. Gonna try and get some tower plates. I can't actually see the timer, so I don't know when plates are falling, but soon, we'll say.
And Addict is 5 minutes for the... And Addict is looking for a bit of a play, drops down the E, will slow up 3 members, but gets insta-ulted by Dodge. So he will just have to back away, and that is an important cooldown drop, but sadly I don't seem to have the proper tools to contest this Drake.
Yeah, and it is just going to be 3-second Drake. It is going to be Drake into Herald into Drake. Again, it is Reef Esports firing on all cylinders here. And yeah, it is just looking like an absolutely dominant performance. I don't know if we can check the gold, if we can press X and we can just see a couple of the differences across the line there. But generally speaking, I'm extremely interested to see, and I can't imagine it looks good for the side of Dream Team. But again, this was was expected, right? So, but yeah, we do now see as the gold graph is going to come up. It is looking like a 5k gold lead net at the moment. It is not looking good.
Yeah, and you know this was expected, right? You know, it's the statistically second worst team against the second best team. This was expected, and probably maybe shouldn't be surprised. But we'll see if Dream Team has something up their sleeve. It is a best of 3, right? Or is it a?
Is it a best of 3? Is it a best of 3? Is it a best of 1? It is in fact a best of 1. As again, Gnar looking to pressure this topside tower. He is up a full level, but Volibear
Addict is here, and Arctic, all of them are here, has to use the ultimate into the wall, but I think that will be another Pike ult that will be missed, and surely he dies here, yeah. Or with the hook shot will find the mark on Konhatsi. Now
slightly unfortunate there. Pike again just barely going wide on his ultimate, but ultimately gonna come to nothing. They are going to pick up the Gnar in the top lane. This is exactly what I do want to see Arctic doing, though. Teaming up with his jungler, leaving Ziggs in that lane to wave clear by himself. He has enough AP to do it now, but okay, maybe he doesn't, as they are going to be looking up to set up a siege 3-man strong on this mid lane tower, and I do just expect it to fall.
Yeah, this is almost looking like it's going to be a dead tier 1 turret, probably the most important turret in the game.
Outer towers
fallen on the side of Dream Team, as Dutch is gonna look to get himself a red buff, and they're just fucked there. This is just their domain. This is Reef Esports domain. You're just allowed to be here.
It's not the Summoner's Rift, it's Reef Esports Rift. Unfortunately for Dream Team, they have found themselves in the wrong neighborhood. Yeah.
It's looking for his red buff now, and the Drake will be spawning in about 2 minutes. So I think the game will probably decide around that point, if the game hasn't been decided already with the 5k goal lead.
Oh no.
And now there are 4 members of Reef, but they are getting flanked by 2 of Dream Team, as Orione does get away for now with the hookshot, with the tactical sweep, gets ulted by Dodge, and he gets sniped by LMR as Arctic is looking for a hook, gets spell shielded by LMR. And meanwhile, while all this is happening, Holy Sheep is doing the tilted mid laner gameplay, as Arctic gets a hook onto Webby, but they are getting flanked by both Konhatsi and Dutch, and Konhatsi will pick up a kill on Umalese. I have no idea how you pronounce any of these names.
Gonna be 3-0 in that trade. Volibear gonna come down into that vault side. Silas, you have no mana, buddy. Can he get out?
Probably not. Doesn't have it. He still only has the flash, and with the Teemo emote to get himself away as well. Impressive mechanics there from Holy Sheep, as Arctic looking for the hook, gets spell shielded, is just gonna get auto attacked down, as LMR had to use the flash, but so did Arctic. Now,
this is just the power that Sivir brings to the table, and right now, again, no other word other than domination comes to mind in this kind of a game. You are down what appears to be 8k gold in about 17 minutes. Again, the man, the myth, the legend, Mikus has spoken, as we are going to see the player gold now, and it is looking all red as we see LMR ahead of the pack, almost a full 2k gold up, and at the moment it is looking like a lot of the weight of carrying a lot of the gold right now is on this mid laner, is on Yone, is on Crybaby, if I'm reading that correctly. Can he carry his team to victory here in what is otherwise a back-to-the-wall performance?
Yeah, we'll see, as Arctic now did look for another play, but will be caught out. Not quite killed, though, but yeah, trying to get a play going 20 seconds before the Infernal Drake, as here comes Holy Sheep to join up his team, steals away the Pike ultimate, so that will be an very important ultimate for the coming fight. And honestly, if you're Dream Team, I think you just have to fight this.
Yeah, I mean,
your chances aren't gonna get better. Arctic now gets caught up by Dutch. Dutch, however, doesn't finish it off, as Crybaby goes in with the double ultimate, and the bomb comes to follow. But Crybaby just gets snapped away by Dutch ultimate, and here comes the Gnar ultimate into the wall, as another teammate and Dream Team are just falling. Dream Team, more like Dead Team, as they are now getting wiped, and that is going to be the game. A quick 20-minute fashion as Reef Esports are just pushing down. Shelly looking to join them in the far back, as you can see.
Dude, yeah, Shelly bin spawn, Dream Team in a trial by fire, Dream Team in a nightmare, if you will. It's 18 minutes into the game. Shelly is going to pick up that first inhib. They are going to look for Soul Point, not going to push for End, but it is inhibitor down, Soul Point, bot tower. It is a 11k gold lead in 18 minutes. That is almost a net increase of 1k gold per minute. Dream Team here. You're going to need to really look for something special if you're going to pull this game back. Right now, it is looking like Reef Esports game to lose.
As the Fire Drake just got finished off by Dutch, as they are looking to get the Fire Soul Point. But I think the game will be decided. We don't need. I didn't want you to leak my DMs.
No, it's fine.
I don't want you to leak my DMs, Dredd.
So we are gonna see the Yod just pick up those top waves. As
I know, but still, I don't want you to leak my DMs. Still,
right? We are gonna see Webby look for that vision control, for that Skull Crab, as Addict is gonna smite it away, and once again he is gonna be forced on the run. Yeah. Webby gonna get hooked. Comes to nothing, but yeah. Oh, Crybaby here.
Crybaby,
he is
hiding in this bush like a little rat looking for the play.
He's found the angle.
This is actually an angle. 3 members of Reef are looking to join in.
I mean, it's an angle.
Yeah, Crybaby just gets spotted out. Holy shit, Tyler dashes him, and yeah, these 2 members, they are looking to be dead members as the ult comes down. This ultimate won't do anything. Crybaby goes down. Addict looking to follow suit.
Dream Team.
As Konhatsi actually kills Umalesser once again. This 6-0, 7-0, not having the game that he wanted, but maybe this was just expected all along from this team.
I mean, look again.
In this matchup,
they're a new team. They're a novice team, rookie league, new league. Again, this is all learning experiences. The Pyke is just going to slip away there. But again, Dream Team in this game are just pinching each other. Yo, wake up, man, wake up! And they're just locked in this nightmare. They're honestly looking like it is never gonna end. Hopefully, Reef do look to end this one reasonably swiftly. But yeah, it's hard for me to say Dream Team can find plays now, because again we just saw it up in the top lane. We saw the Yon, he had the angle. Unfortunately, it's just looking like time and time again, every single time they look for a play, Reef are like, hey, we've read the play and we brought one more person up. And that's just kind of the story of the game has been. The macro from the side of Reef has just been completely dominant, as we are going to see the Baron started up. I do not expect any sort of contest, and I would like to see the game ended in the next 5 minutes with this Baron buff, as Silas is hunting in the bot lane. Extremely strong. 2 items, Medjai's 10 stacks, has the Yon ult. Yon gonna try and trade. He is gonna go wide, unfortunately, on that ultimate. Shield bow gonna be popped, gonna try to flash out, but it is just not looking good. The second one, is he gonna drop? Pyke is going to be flashing and exhausting away there now in a 1v3, 1v4 overall, but Pyke going to go wide on the ultimate once more, but Camille picking up that with that Cho'Gath ultimate. Whew!
Yeah, and yeah, the game is just going to be looking to finish right after that. Reef are with 3 members, minus Holy Sheep, along with Konhatsi. Will just be looking to break down these turrets one by one, as Konhatsi right now fighting Oriole. I don't even know how to pronounce any of these names. As that will be game 1. Maybe not the most exciting game, as this was the first one, but a game nonetheless. As
not
Reef
quite over, perhaps.
Not quite over, waiting for another minion wave. As they are actually not gonna actually go through. They're gonna just go through bot. They want to make this game as clean as possible. Looking to secure themselves another bottom inhibitor. But yeah, so as they have come to base TP, keeping these minions alive, they are just looking to brute force their way into the space, poking them out slowly. Not the most exciting way to end, as Holy Sheep dashes in with the Pyke ultimate. death from below to create a crybaby. Webby actually does go down in the
But
lane.
yes, it's a bit, you know.
What's more to say? There's nothing.
Playing for pride there, Camille. Gonna trade that kill 1-for-1, but that is looking like it is gonna be game 1. Dominant performance from the sides of Reef Esports. Gonna take that one home. Victory. That is the first game of the SLE, and yeah, I don't know how you felt about that one, but I mean, Mick has wrote it down.
Just kind of a stomp.
The power rankings have spoken, and again, I think without further ado, we are gonna go back to our beautiful analysts, Vion and Savonix. So, is there any final words from you, Arvid?
Yeah, nothing more to say than a kind of fun game of SLE. First game, I am excited to be back. You will actually be catching. And I have a kind of an announcement. I will actually be playing. I will actually be playing. Actually, right? Maybe not on a permanent base, but I will be playing one game of SLE for Altera. Astaroth. I think that's what they're called in their game. Will be exciting stuff. But you can also catch me on Twitter. That is Arvid3 with a 1 instead of an I.
You know who else you can catch, though? You can catch us here at the SLE tomorrow, as Redemption are going to be taking on Runtime, Vion, the self-proclaimed better time team. Only time will tell there, but I think that's going to be all from myself, Brady, and Arvid, and hopefully now we can go back over to Vion and Savonix for some analysis on that game.
Hello.
Yeah, I've snuck in, boys. Yo, what's up?
Yeah, hello.
Oh no, I've been spotted.
Hello. Right. So, game 1 going over to Reef, as we probably could have imagined. But I mean, any talking points from your side, Vion, on that one?
Probably draft-wise, at least, there are some things to talk about. Probably the draft of Dream Team was a bit hard compared to the Reef one. Found it hard to execute. Like the Pike, it's not an easy champ. Like you didn't do a lot also with the Ziggs. Like he's just poking, but Sevier can heal now with the shield. It's not amazing bot matchup, and we see how that went.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say something similar. You know, in the sense that like you had a draft here from. You could, if you had not shown me the teams that picked the draft, I would have gone like, Reef has picked the blue side draft, trying to skill check the Dream Team draft. But in actual fact, it was Dream Team on the more difficult to play champions. Like you had Yone. I mean, he played the Yone pretty decently, all things considered. But you had Yone, you had a mage bot lane, which is, you know, quite a high level for.
The fight in this patch is really hard. Like you have to snowball early on because otherwise you're getting outscaled.
So I think if you're a Dream Team here, you're gonna look at this. Wait, there's 2 games, right?
Should be.
Yeah. If you're looking at this next game from Dream Team, you're gonna be thinking like you need to simplify the draft. You know, pick back to basics, make it as simple as possible for yourselves, so that you know you don't have a 0-7 Ziggs kind of situation again. So yeah. Oh, it's only one game.
One game.
Oh, it's just one game. Right. Well, Dream Team have lost.
And now I think we should just have the interview, right?
Yep.
If anyone from Reef wants to join.
Yep. Any Reef people join the waiting room, please, and you'll be moved in. But yeah, I really like the game from Reef. They had 2 stand-ins as well, and I think they both played really well. And I believe we're gonna have a interview with LMR and Webby.
Yeah, the bot lane.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
It's the bot lane of Reef. So, congratulations on the win. Did this game go as expected for you guys?
Yeah, I think like a lot of the players in our team, Dutch was, planning to play something fun and underestimating our opponents. But I always say never underestimate your opponent and play as you normally would. And I feel like there was a few mistakes from us, but yeah, we did it right.
Yeah, nice. I want to ask you guys, kind of moving away from the game, as it was a bit of a one-sided scenario. Looking forward now, what are your expectations for the rest of play-ins?
We're gonna try to win, and we're gonna win every game. I feel like should be our expectation.
Yeah.
Looking forward to playing Gucci. That'll be a good game to stream.
Yeah,
Definitely.
excited for that one. Vion, do you have any questions?
Yeah. What do you think of the bot lane matchup? Did you expect to play like into a mage bot and Pike like game one?
Not really.
Yeah.
It was not the matchup I was expecting. I think that it's like Ziggs is like a good pick if you feel like unconfident going into enemy, but I don't know, like pairing it up with Pike is a bit like, of course you can get push, Pike and roam, but you'll have to play like more aggressive, like level 1 and shit, and they weren't able to do that because
And out pushing Sivir is not that easy.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you can, but you have to play really well.
Yep. I want to ask a question for you, Alamor. Last split was, you could label it as slightly disappointing considering how strong your lineup was. Coming into this split, what players are you looking at to stand up against, or who are you excited to play against?
Like I don't really know who's playing like in bot lane, especially. But yeah, I think that like if you look at like from my perspective, I think I'm improved a shit ton since last split. Like especially like shout out to my last support, Alman. I think he was in the chat. I think I learned a lot from him. He gave me some lessons on wording and shit.
Nice.
And I enjoyed playing with him a lot.
That's very
So
cool.
I think that the split I'm just like gonna look to play as consistently as possible, and we'll see what enemies show up and will be difficult to beat.
Yeah. In the end, anyone wants to beat Gucci, right? That's the only thing.
Yeah. Right. And then last question for Webby. So Reef have been putting together super teams in multiple Discord leagues now. What's the overall goal for the organization?
At the moment, just to be like a really respected organization, and any league that we play in, I guess I just want our opponents to think, oh, we're against Reef today. This is going to be a hard matchup, and just have that type of like image, really.
Yeah.
Just want my players to do well. Really proud of everyone so far, and yeah, that's it, really.
Awesome. Well, Vion, do you have any other final questions?
No, I think it's enough. The game, like,
Awesome.
you don't have way too much to talk about.
Yeah, it was quite a straightforward game, but yeah,
A bit fun.
congratulations on the win, and excited to see you guys play.
Thank you.
I do. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Bye, guys.
But yes, so that is someone. Oh, right. Yeah, they left. So, yep, that is the end of today's play-in game. Moving forward, we will have a game tomorrow. That will be
Yes.
Runtime versus Redemption. And just as a closing statement, Vion, give me your thoughts on how that's going to
go. I think it's gonna be a one-sided stomp. One of the two teams. That's it. And yeah, there is another game also. Black Manta is playing tomorrow, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, that is true. That is true. So yeah, Black Manta against Proxima, and then we will have Runtime against Redemption. So tune in tomorrow. Watch the boy Vion pop off in the play-ins. Watch Brady int his face off.
It's gonna be a good game between me and Brady, who can int.
Yeah, wait, you're playing jungle, right, tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do not want to miss that, guys. Yeah, so make sure you tune in tomorrow, and thank you for watching this game. Bye-bye. Wait.